We're right here.
It's a long way around to get to that the bank lady.
I'll be singing, and if you keep, I'm trying to think,
level-wise, I can get you. I was just
okay.
I need to bring your highs up.
No, I don't think so. If this thing, yeah, if you're sort of in the middle, you'll be okay. As long as I got.
We would like to thank everyone for turning out for this special day. We would like to start with the pledge to the American flag.
Everybody, as chairman of the Korean-Vietnam Committee, I would like to welcome everyone to this historical event which will take place here today. Because of the continued dedication of this committee, members and those who supported our efforts, we are able to dedicate this memorial and honor roll. This will be a constant reminder of those who have served their country. And now I'd like to introduce the members of our committee, and I'll have them standing. Kurt Halderman, Dr. John B. Roth, Joseph Smith, Janet Cligg Rogers, Donna Wills Myers, Rick Roslin, Roger E. Flint, Keith Benson, Jerry Belt, Robert Poofy Burt, Larry Daggett, Robert Davies, Anita Davies, Roger Christensen, James Papaloni, and Nancy Palmer. And I'm very proud of these people. They've done honor to this memorial.
On this special day, on behalf of the United States Congress and the people of the 15th Congressional District of Illinois, I wish to salute the veterans, POWs, MIAs of Korea and Vietnam, and your families for your dedication and service to the United States of America. Because of your commitment to freedom,
Comments from Governor James Edgar by Mr. Robert Foster, Deputy Director, Administration's Illinois Department of Veterans.
Thank you, Donna. Governor Edgar regrets that he cannot be with you today due to a previous commitment. I have a letter from Governor Edgar I'd like to take a moment to read. Dear Grundy County Korean and Vietnam veterans,
to talk with each of you and take part in today's ceremonies dedicating the Korean-Vietnam Veterans Memorial and Honor Roll. This memorial dedication is a special day so that we can be here today. We must never forget those men and women who fought and died. And we must never forget those men and women who fought and came home in Korea or Vietnam. It says so much for a community like Grundy County to commemorate those who fell and those...
Excuse me, Chairman of the Grundy County Board, Mr. Bowles.
Thank you, Donna.
Skolvik will sing the Lord's Prayer.
Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day.
Who is a Vietnam veteran, who will read Forgotten Soldier.
The Forgotten Soldiers. You are the forgotten soldiers, the ones we closed our eyes to. You are the forgotten soldiers, how could we forget about you? We sent you to a foreign land, gave you a gun and hardly a name. You fought for something no one knows, but fought for freedom just the same. Then home you came, tired and beat, struggling to stand upon your feet. We turned our heads and looked away and hurt you more than words can say. No heroes welcome, no confetti, not a single word of praise. No marching in the streets to show the sacrifice of all your days. Worn, torn friend, reach out your hand. Let us try to understand all the pain and grief you bear. Hopefully we can share. If Jesus had an answer, I'm sure he'd say no more. To wear the crown of freedom, you must bear the thorns of war. Thank you.
I would like to now introduce Colonel Vincent Lopez, United States Army retired. Colonel Lopez entered the military service at the age of 17 in June of 1944. He continued to serve his country for 38 years, retiring in March of 1982. During those years, he served with the United States Army during the Korean War. He also served for 21 years with the Army National Guard. During his membership with the National Guard, he served in every infantry regiment of the Guard. In 1971, Colonel Lopez joined the United States Army Reserve. He continued to serve until March of 1982. During his years with the military, he received many promotions. His awards included the Combat Infantry Badge, Parachutist Badge, Ranger Tab, Medal for Meritorious Service, and several other badges and medals. Colonel Lopez.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. Mr. Aldridge, Mr. Quick, Mr. Lynch, Mr. Bolts, Representative Weller, Robert Foster, members of the Grundy County Vietnam Veterans Committee, Korean veterans. Are there any Korean veterans here today? How was it? Just like MASH? Sometimes yes, sometimes. The Cold War was a period of about 42 years, from 1947 to 1989, in which the two greatest military powers in the history of the world, the U.S. and the USSR, faced each other in the greatest and most dangerous military standoff in the history of the world. The policy of communism and the USSR during this period was to extend their system of enslavement under the guise of the liberation of the working classes, so that their system would indeed enslave the whole world. They did this with subversion of free societies, agitation, and local wars such as in Korea and Vietnam. On the other hand, the policy of freedom and of the United States of America was to resist the encroachments of communism with military and economic strength, which was employed with great fortitude and patience at every place where communism showed its head. This kept us busy everywhere for a full generation. It's a great tribute to the patience and good judgment of our leaders and the American people that there were only these two major conflicts in Korea and Vietnam, all of whom live on with disabilities, all incurred in military actions during these two major conflicts. We know that while our world remains a dangerous place in which we as Americans must still maintain our strength and fortitude, it's much safer and much better for the sacrifices of these men and women, such as Sergeant Higgins and Lieutenant Osborne, which I hope we shall remember long into the future of our people. And I know that this monument will help us to do that. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Lopez. I now would like to introduce Mr. Alan Lynch. Mr. Lynch is Chief of the Veterans Advocacy Division of Attorney General Roland Garris's office. He has 21 years of experience in Veterans Affairs. Mr. Lynch has a Bachelor's of Science degree from Southern Illinois University in Healthcare Administration. In 1982, Al became Executive Vice President of the Illinois Vietnam Veterans Leadership Program, a position for which he is well suited, having served with distinction in Vietnam. As a United States Army Sergeant in 1967, Lynch distinguished himself on the battlefield and was awarded the Congressional Medal of Honor. He lives in Grundy, Illinois with his wife Susan and 3 children. Mr. Lynch.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, my fellow veterans and friends. A memorial that lists the names of your friends, your family, people you grew up with. A memorial that says sacrifice, that says courage, that says honor. A memorial that your children can go to and see the names of those that died fighting for America. I think that's very special. You have memorials for the Civil War and World War II, World War I, and now Korea and Vietnam. But these memorials are only hunks of cold concrete unless we make them mean something to us. Unless we make them mean something to us. Because as we die or move away, these people will become just faces.
Special to keep them remembered, to keep them warm in our hearts. We have to fight to make America the country that it should be, can be, and will be. A country that is indeed the home of the brave, the land of the free. A country that is filled with liberty for all people, because we have all fought in our wars. Whites, blacks, Hispanics, Orientals, American Indians, women, men, rich, poor, Republicans, Democrats, independents. We've all fought to make America great. And in America, there needs peace. We have to fight the war against drugs that's creeping into every facet of our society. We didn't see our young men and women sacrificed on the battlefield to see our children enslaved to drugs, alcohol use, the rest of it. We veterans, we and our families who have lost members of the armed forces in war, we have a vested interest in this country of ours as Americans to honor their sacrifice by serving the living today, by making sure that our educational system is the best in the world, by getting rid of this disease called drugs, by making America the place where Americans work for Americans, not Japanese or Chinese or Russians or Germans or Arabs or anyone else, but Americans. Americans.
Barron is the designer of the Grundy County Korean Vietnam Memorial. He has done all the military etchings on the granite panels. He has also fabricated the stainless steel spire which stands in the center of the memorial. Mr. Barron has donated the cost of all the etchings and also the stainless steel spire which will stand. He has also saved our committee thousands of dollars, and he has done this through a labor of love. Pat loves to do things for the veterans. He is a very talented man, and we are so honored to have him take part in this memorial with us today. He also designed the new honor roll that stands in the Grundy County Courthouse. It is a very unique, modern design that I hope all of you will be as impressed with as we have been when we have saw it today. Please take time afterwards to go in and see the honor roll. We want to thank Pat for all his talents that he has given to this committee. Dan? Oh, he's coming. He's way in the back. Mr. Riccolo is of the Morris Granite Company. He was contracted by our committee to purchase the granite for the memorial. He has helped us with the choice of the very best granite for the project. The granite we have chosen is the same granite that was used on the Vietnam Veterans Wall in Washington, D.C. Dan was totally responsible for having this granite delivered to the United States and taking procurement of it and bringing it to Morris, Illinois. Dan was responsible for engraving the countries and the names on the memorial. He also donated the inscription, which is inscribed underneath the POW panel, and the dates of the wars. Dan has been a great benefit to our project and has helped us in many, many ways. Dan, we thank you.
Yeah, it's got to be quite a distance shot. No.
Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that no one goes to the memorial after it's unveiled. We will have a time for that as soon as the program is over.
Get the facade now. Come over here.
Really?
First step.
Always touch the name of Henry J. Gordon. Friendship. yet, we'll hear that the POW MIA rate, casualty rate, were accepted figures figured into the overall success rate of the military operation.
Arthur T. Hannon.
That will bring peace into the world, that the day may come when no longer will young men and women have to fight and die in order to maintain this great gift you have given us of
Man, they're getting rough looking.
Smile, Eddie. Smiling.
Leave it, Tanner.
Come on, open it.